Welcome to the Kino premiere of Every Man for Himself. I'm Justin Paperny, your host for the evening, and I'm joined by the stars, Nicholas Logan, Daniel Sharman. Welcome, guys.
Nice to be here.
Thank you.
We are kicking off tonight with our first segment, Can Cons Do It? Now in the film, you are two ex-cons traveling across the country, so we're gonna test how much you actually know about life after prison. Okay, we are ready for our first question. Are you able to book a place as a convicted felon at an Airbnb?
I mean, I'm gonna say yes, but that's mad if it's not.
Think about like renting an apartment or something, and I feel like there's a lot of barriers that get put up because landlords, whoever, don't want to deal with legal logistics or the fear of whatever. So
even as a convicted felon, you are able to rent at some Airbnbs, but depends on the crime. Some more severe or violent crimes, no chance.
yeah, that's pay your debt to society, right? Now it's paid and you can rent an Airbnb.
As a convicted felon, you're serving time in prison. Can you be forced into unpaid labor?
That would be crazy if you were, but
And we're so opposite on this.
I
This
know.
is so crazy.
If you're healthy and medical clears you, you are working from 15 cents an hour to maybe $100 an hour.
so you're forced?
You're working at a very, very low rate, because I earn 15 cents an hour. If you are in federal or state prison, are you able to receive Social Security benefits?
I'm very skeptical. I'm going yay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can.
You cannot
Man,
cannot receive Social Security in prison because the government would argue we're paying for your food, we're paying for your housing.
Right.
As a convicted felon, are you able to go to college?
Yeah, I hope so.
Great news, you can also go to college in prison. Let's keep going here. As a convicted felon, can you be president?
Well, we've arrived, haven't we? A resounding yay, as we have found out, whatever your opinion may be.
Absolutely be president if you are a convicted felon. We are on to our final question. Can you, as a convicted felon, do jury duty?
I would say you can't, and I imagine that's a big plus.
Hey, I'm gonna stay the cynical one here and say they
It's
make
all
you.
bad. They make
I'm gonna
you do
say
it.
they're like, you do more jury duty now.
You
You've
got to
been on
attend
the other
6
side.
cases.
So and I just want to go against you.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't like being.
So I'll answer it this way. Last week, I got a jury application in the mail. I knew to go to page 7 where it asked, are you a convicted felon? And I knew by answering yes, I wouldn't hear from them for about 6 years. So no, you cannot do jury duty.
Hey, best news. Show up to your jury duty. Okay.
No jury duty in America.
That's amazing.
My life's mission and the work of our nonprofit, Prison Professors Charitable Corporation, is to inspire and teach and mentor millions of people in federal prisons all across the country. We want them to develop skills so they will emerge from prison as law-abiding, contributing citizens. We believe anyone can become better than bad decisions from their past, but it takes hard work. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity to share our mission and visit Prison Professors Charitable Corporation, led by my partner, Michael Santos, who served 26 consecutive years in prison.
We say yes on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Go do that.
Now we have our next segment, 9 questions in 90 seconds. I'm gonna start with Nicholas. Are you ready?
Ready.
Start the timer, please.
Let's go. Start the timer.
Did you judge your character for their actions?
I did judge my character actions, but I tried not to.
Should inmates be forced to do unpaid labor?
Oh, that's a horrible question to ask me. I think it depends on the labor. I think it depends on the crime. I'm gonna say no, so that I seem like a good person.
Would you ever visit a prison for research?
Yes, I would visit a prison for research because you should know more about what you're actually doing and not be such a liar.
How do you feel about the American criminal justice system?
I feel like the American criminal justice system is really fucked up and needs to get fixed. There's a lot of problems, and I'm glad I haven't suffered too much in it.
Do you know anyone who has been to prison? And if you do, did that change the way you think about them?
I do know people that have been to prison, but I met them after they've been to prison. Yes, sometimes I judge people, and I'm sorry.
Do you believe felons should have the right to vote?
Yes, I do believe that felons should have the right to vote, yes.
Did you uncover any personal biases while doing this film?
I think I did uncover personal biases, but I'm not always so self-aware.
Have you ever been afraid that you'd end up in prison?
Yes, I'm always afraid that I end up in prison.
Why did your character go to prison?
God, I think we're out of time, and he went to prison because he's a fucking asshole, and he stole money.
I need a Xanax.
Now it's Daniel's turn. Get the timer ready. If you'd been to prison for the last 4 years and just got out, what do you think would have been the biggest shock when you got back to everyday life?
Having the ability to just wander around parks.
Do you believe in the death penalty?
No.
Would you trust a felon to look after your kids?
Yes. Depending.
If you went to prison, what thing besides your loved ones would you miss most?
I would miss being, I'd miss being able to go see art.
Have you ever had to atone for a choice you made?
Yes, definitely. I've been atoning my whole life.
If someone tells you that they've been to prison, does that change how you feel about them?
I think it makes them textured.
Are you close to anyone who has been to prison?
Yes, I am.
Do you think you could handle going to prison?
I would like to think that I could try and handle it with your help, but I don't think I could.
Name a movie that has changed your mind on something.
Oh, yikes. Jesus, 10 seconds. Land Before Time changed my view on dinosaurs.
Land Before Time! The man without time, let's go!
Very good. That's a wrap, I think.
Whoa.
Not so fast.
There we go, buddy. This is where you get to go in the hot seat.
Start the timer. What thing surprised you most about prison?
How little responsibility you can actually have if you don't want any responsibility.
What's the best way to support someone who is going to prison or has recently been released?
Do not enable their conduct, hold them accountable, and make sure they will never break the law again.
How similar is prison to how it's shown on TV and movie shows?
In a camp where I served time, nothing. No fences, no barbed wire in the penitentiary. It's like TV.
As a white-collar criminal, how did your experience or perception of you differ from street criminals?
I think the dudes in prison thought I went in there and I was hiding $500 million somewhere. It was all gone.
What is the most important lesson prison has taught you?
You got to accept responsibility if you made bad decisions in life, man.
Was there something that you miss about prison?
At times having absolutely no responsibility and running that dusty dirt track.
All right, 30 seconds. Come on. What's the hardest thing about re-entering society after being in prison?
Not feeling jealousy or envy for your friends who got married, who had kids, who built businesses, just embracing the fact that you are starting over from scratch.
How did going to prison change your relationship with friends and family?
Some friends and family left me, others came closer to me, and they became much closer once they saw that I got my act together.
Who was the first thing that you ate after being released from prison?
The biggest Rice Krispie treat you've ever seen.
Let's go!
Good work. Wow.
So Justin, we've been hearing little pieces about just your experience along the way, but can you just tell everybody your story a little bit?
I grew up here in Los Angeles, in Kino, a great suburb, had every break in the world, the best parents imaginable. After graduating, I built a good career as a stockbroker, and then 5 years in, I began making bad decisions for a client who ran a hedge fund. I learned that he was lying to people. I turned the other way for money. Once I learned that I was a target, I pled guilty to a count of conspiracy to commit fraud, and I surrendered to prison. I got off to a bad start in prison. I just exercised all day. I kind of figured because I went to USC, there's going to be opportunities waiting for me. Then I saw guys like me scared to go home, and they'd only served 2 years, because what are you going to do if you can't be a doctor, lawyer, or an accountant anymore? And I'm like, my God, that's going to be me. I mentioned earlier, my partner who runs the Prison Professors Charitable Corporation served 26 years in prison. Michael helped me make better decisions. I began to write a blog and then a book he helped me write called Lessons from Prison. I didn't want my 18 months to become like what it is for too many people. And if it was hard for me for serving 1 year, imagine someone who's been in and out their whole life. So I want to bring attention to this system, and at White Collar Advice, my company, we support our nonprofit Prison Professors, which, as we sit here, 1 million people in prisons and jails go through our coursework created by Michael. Okay guys, enough about me and my experience. In our next segment, we're going to transition to the lie detector test.
Oh boy.
Okay guys, let me introduce you to my friend John. In the film, we know Daniel and Nick are not honest with themselves or anybody else. So let's see if they are liars exactly like their character by putting them through a lie detector test. We're going to ask some yes or no questions. You look ready.
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Right, John?
It's a lie. First question, is your name Daniel Sharman?
It is.
That's true. Are you actually English?
I am.
True. Do you ever look at fan accounts of yourself when you're feeling down or low?
Yes.
True. You studied at the Royal Shakespeare Company in London. Do you think this makes you better than most actors?
Yes, it does.
No.
Lie.
Oh! Let's go, it's okay.
Are British actors better than Americans?
Oh, you scumbags.
No.
Lie.
Yeah, he lied. You know he's lying.
This is a setup.
You know he's lying.
This is a
This
setup.
is the best thing.
Final one. Is Nick a better actor than you?
He's gonna say no.
Yes.
It's a lie.
Yes, let's go. I love you. I love that.
Daniel, thank you very much. Now it's time to switch. Please take the seat. Get set up and take the seat.
Actually, 1 second, guys. I got a thing, but hey, Dan, thanks so much for doing this. Hey, guys, I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
Okay, Nick, you're not getting away that easy. Let's get started. First question. Is your name Nicholas Logan?
Yes.
That's true.
Do you think you're a better actor than Daniel?
This is going to be very
This
telling.
is brutal. I'm gonna say no.
Lie.
I fucking knew it. This is the tension that was in the movie the whole
You
time.
feel like you can act your way out of it, right?
Yeah, you think you can get
think
away
you
with
can
it,
act.
and you just can't.
Would you actually want to go on a road trip with Daniel?
Yes.
Lie.
Lie. Is it? I don't feel like
This is getting.
That's not a
see what I
lie.
mean? This is the kind of thing I had to be in a car with.
An actor.
I love you.
I feel like I'm being cheated on. All right, wait. Before we end, one more question.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yes.
True.